If you're over 60 and still believe walking is the best exercise you can do for your body, I want to ask you something very simple. Pause this video for a few seconds and listen carefully to what I'm about to say, because what you're about to discover could completely change how you understand your health, your strength, your energy, and even how many years you can maintain your independence. For decades, we've been led to believe that walking is the safest, smartest, and most effective way to stay active as we age. And yes, walking is still beneficial, but today, new research and real-life cases are revealing something that surprises even many doctors. There's an exercise far more powerful than walking for people over 60, and the vast majority never do it. The most shocking thing is this: a single movement can help rebuild muscle, protect your joints, improve balance, strengthen your heart, keep your brain more alert, and drastically reduce the risk of falls, disability, and even premature death. And you know what the best part is? You don't need a gym, you don't need expensive equipment, you don't even need to be in shape to start. You only need a few minutes a day and to do it the right way. And today I'm going to show you exactly how. Welcome to this space. If you're new here, you should know that this place was created for men and women who want to stay strong, sharp, active, and independent after 50. And if you're already part of this community, thank you from the bottom of my heart for joining me again today, because the topic we'll cover in this video may be one of the most important for aging with dignity and autonomy. I recommend you stay until the end, because I'm not only going to reveal the exercise that's proving to be more effective than walking for people over 60, I'm also going to teach you how to do it safely, how many times a week to practice it, and how to adapt it even if you have knee pain, back problems, or low energy. Now I want to ask you a very honest question. Have you ever felt that even though you walk every day, your legs still feel weak, your balance seems unsteady, and your stamina isn't what it used to be? You're not alone. Millions of older adults go for walks every day and still continue to lose muscle, suffer from joint pain, poor posture, and constant fatigue. The reason is simple. Walking is a repetitive forward motion that uses virtually the same muscles over and over again. And while it helps with movement, it does very little to stop age-related muscle loss, known as sarcopenia. After 60, the body begins to lose muscle faster than it can regain it, unless you actively challenge it. And here's the detail that many people overlook. Muscle isn't just for looking strong. Muscle is what protects your joints, what keeps your blood sugar stable, what supports your bones, what allows you to react quickly, move safely, and continue living independently. The biggest indicator that a person will be able to continue living independently into their 70s, 80s, or even 90s isn't their weight, their cholesterol, or even the number of steps they take each day. It's the strength of their legs, the stability of their balance, and their ability to get up from a chair quickly and with control. Now, before I show you the part that really impressed me, the technique that takes this simple exercise to an incredible level of effectiveness, I have to mention something. Everything I'm sharing with you now about the importance of strength after 60 is just a small sample of what we've compiled in our comprehensive health guide for this stage of life. We've created 4 volumes that address, in a practical and in-depth way, the fundamental pillars of aging with vitality. These are 101 natural remedies for everyday life, where you'll find simple solutions for everyday ailments. The Ultimate Longevity Plan, which guides you step by step toward a longer, healthier life. The Complete Guide to Heart and Blood Pressure, so you can take care of your main engine with clear strategies. And Men's Health After 50, Prostate, Energy, and Vitality, an indispensable resource for men who want to maintain their strength and well-being. There's a special offer available right now to access all these materials. You'll find the link in the description and a QR code on screen. That's the rest of the life-changing knowledge. But let's get back to exercise, because what I'm about to tell you is the game changer. And that brings us to the exercise that's currently surprising health and mobility specialists for older adults, the famous chair squat. Sitting down and standing up from a chair, when done correctly, can become one of the most effective exercises for people over 60. It seems too simple to be true, but this movement activates some of the most important muscle groups in your body: thighs, hips, glutes, abdomen, and lower back. Exactly the muscles you need to walk safely, climb stairs, get out of bed, carry grocery bags, and, above all, avoid dangerous falls. Unlike walking, which over time ceases to pose a real challenge to the body, chair squats continue to stimulate muscle strength in a safe and controlled way. Every time you stand up from a chair, you're lifting almost your entire body weight against gravity, and that's real strength training. Walking, on the other hand, only supports a portion of your body weight because one foot is always on the ground. That's why something happens that baffles many older adults. They can walk every day, but they still struggle to get up from a low chair. And no, that doesn't mean you're lazy or that your body is worn out. It simply means that walking alone doesn't train your muscles in the way life actually requires. Before you think, "I'm too old to do that," or "my knees wouldn't hold up," let me reassure you. The chair squat is one of the safest exercises there is when done correctly. Physical therapists worldwide use it as a key movement in rehabilitation, fall prevention, and mobility recovery for older adults. You control the depth, you control the speed, and you always have the chair behind you for support and safety. Here's how to do it safely. Sit on the edge of a sturdy chair with your feet flat on the floor, shoulder width apart. Keep your chest lifted, shoulders relaxed, and eyes looking straight ahead. Hinge slightly from your hips, push through your heels, and slowly stand up. Once you're upright, keep your knees straight. Then, slowly bend your hips and legs as you lower yourself gently back down to the chair. If needed, you can use your hands on the armrests for support at first, and as you get stronger, you can cross your arms over your chest for added challenge. Studies show that older adults who can do more sit-to-stand repetitions in 30 seconds tend to live longer, experience fewer falls, and maintain their independence for more years. In fact, this simple movement reflects your biological age more accurately than many medical tests. But the benefits don't stop at your legs. When you practice this exercise regularly, your heart works more efficiently, circulation improves, oxygen reaches your tissues more effectively, and your metabolism becomes more active. This translates into greater endurance, more energy, and much stronger cardiovascular health. When you challenge your muscles, your body releases powerful substances called myokines, tiny biological messengers that travel through the bloodstream, helping to reduce inflammation, improve insulin sensitivity, protect the brain, and lower the risk of chronic diseases. Resistance exercises like the chair squat elicit a much more intense response than walking. Now let's talk about something that many older adults silently fear: falls. A single fall after 60 can change your life forever. Chair squats train your balance, your coordination, and the ability to stabilize your body in real everyday situations. Every time you slowly get up and sit down with control, your nervous system learns to keep you stable, exactly what you need to avoid a dangerous fall. I have seen men and women in their 70s and even 80s who could barely get up from a chair without supporting themselves with both hands. And after just a few weeks practicing this movement, they began to stand up smoothly, walk more confidently, and feel younger. This isn't about becoming an athlete, it's about protecting your freedom. Walking is still great for your mood, circulation, and heart. But if it's the only exercise you do, then you're missing the most important piece of the aging puzzle: strength. Without strength, every movement in life becomes more difficult. Without strength, balance fails. Without strength, independence escapes. Now, I want to be very clear and responsible. If you have severe joint pain, recent surgery, or any major medical condition, talk to your doctor or physical therapist first before starting any new routine. Your safety always comes first. And remember, never ignore acute pain. Feeling muscle fatigue is normal, but pain is not. If this information is already helping you, please take a second to like this video, as it greatly helps this message reach more people who truly need it. And if you want to continue learning simple yet transformative tips to stay strong, active, and healthy as you age, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. Now take a deep breath with me, relax your shoulders, and remember this: your age doesn't define your strength, your past doesn't limit your future, and your body is still capable of amazing changes when you give it the right movement, the right consistency, and the right mindset. Let's delve a little deeper. After 60, the body transforms in specific ways. Hormones decline, nerve signals travel more slowly, and muscle fibers shrink when not challenged. But that doesn't mean your body is broken. Your body can still respond to strength training in your 60s, 70s, and even 80s in extraordinary ways. Every time you lower yourself slowly and then push your body back up, you send a powerful signal to your muscles and brain. We still need strength, stability, and coordination. And your body listens, begins rebuilding muscle fibers, strengthens the connection between nerves and muscles, and improves joint function. Walking doesn't send this muscle-building message with enough intensity. Imagine waking up in the morning and getting out of bed without stiffness or instability. Imagine standing up from a chair without pushing yourself up with your hands. Imagine climbing stairs without getting winded. That's not fantasy. It's the direct result of regaining strength in your legs, hips, and core. This movement works all of that at the same time. Let's talk about the fear of falling. Many older adults silently limit their movements out of fear. Fear of slipping, of losing their balance, of not being able to get up. When fear sets in, movement decreases. When movement decreases, weakness increases. And when weakness increases, the risk of falling is greater. It's a dangerous cycle. Chair squats break that cycle in the safest possible environment, practicing exactly the skill your body needs to stand up in a stable, controlled, and protected manner. With each repetition, your strength and confidence increase. This exercise is kind to your joints when performed correctly. When you lower yourself slowly and with control, your muscles absorb most of the load, not your knees or hips. You build strength without punishing your joints. I know some of you might be thinking, my knees hurt, my lower back bothers me, I haven't exercised in years. These concerns are real, but your past doesn't have to define your future. If your knees are sensitive, don't squat down too far. If your back is stiff, keep your chest lifted and move slowly. If you've been inactive for a long time, start with 3 or 4 repetitions. True power isn't in doing too much, it's in doing it consistently. Consistency transforms the body, not intensity or perfection. 5 minutes a day, repeated almost every day, will have more impact than a grueling routine done only occasionally. Breathing is key. When you stand up, exhale gently through your mouth. When you lower yourself, inhale through your nose. This stabilizes your abdomen, protects your spine, and keeps your blood pressure balanced. Combine this habit with something you already do. Do your squats before breakfast or during a break from watching TV. When exercise stops feeling like a chore and becomes a natural part of your routine, it becomes easy to maintain and a permanent part of your life. There's another benefit that almost no one talks about, the emotional one. As we age, many people feel like their world is getting smaller. Strength changes that. When your body feels capable, your mind opens up. You feel like going out, visiting, and traveling again. Physical strength fuels emotional strength. To progress, you don't need weights or machines, just lower yourself more slowly. Instead of sitting down normally, lower yourself slowly for 3 seconds and then stand up. That slow descent strengthens muscle and improves joint control. Another progression, pause for 1 second right before sitting down. These small changes produce huge improvements over time. Walking is still wonderful for your heart and mood, but it should complement your strength training, not replace it. Think of walking as nourishment for your heart and squats as nourishment for your muscles and bones. Together, they form a complete strategy for healthy and independent aging. Add this movement to your daily walk and you'll notice changes within weeks. More stability, more strength, less fatigue, and a newfound confidence in your body. You're not broken, you're not frail, and you're not too old. Your body is still adaptable, intelligent, and wants to heal and grow stronger, but it only responds to the signals you give it. This small daily movement sends a clear message. Strength is still needed. If you're feeling discouraged, if you've tried before and it didn't work, if pain has stopped you, if life has taken over, listen to this. None of that matters now. What matters is what you decide to do starting today. You don't need to transform your entire life overnight. Your next step could be getting up from a chair 5 times today with calm, control, and intention. Progress comes from small, quiet decisions that are repeated every day. You'll notice subtle changes before you see big transformations. Maybe you'll feel more stable when you walk. Maybe you won't need to lean on furniture as much. Maybe you'll reach the end of the day less tired. These details are signs that your body is responding, that it can still improve and get stronger. Celebrate these small victories. In the next part of this video, I'll show you how to turn this exercise into a complete 5-minute daily routine to strengthen your legs, hips, and balance, without kneeling or doing floor exercises. I'll also show you a common mistake that hinders the progress of many and how to avoid it. Before that, tell me in the comments your age and whether you do strength training or if walking has been your main activity. I read all the comments. If this message resonates with you, if it gives you hope, if it makes you look at your body differently, subscribe to the channel and become part of this family that learns to age with more strength, confidence, and health. And don't forget to like the video. Every like helps this information reach more people. Take a deep breath, relax your jaw, loosen your shoulders, and remember, you're doing better than you think, and it's never too late to become stronger than you were yesterday. If you've made it this far, you care about your health and want to live with more energy, independence, and a better quality of life. That's why in our comprehensive guides, we share how nutrition, natural remedies, and simple habits can help you regain vitality, strengthen your body, improve memory, support circulation, and maintain your independence, all with practical changes and easy-to-implement tips. Find our guides by clicking the link in the description and scanning the QR code on screen. 101 Natural Remedies for Everyday Life, The Ultimate Longevity Plan, The Complete Guide to Heart and Blood Pressure, and Men's Health After 50. Everything you need to take care of yourself at this important stage of life is just a click away. Thank you for being here, for listening, and for taking action for your health. See you in the next video.